Ta-da! Sorry, I'm a little late today. Hey, welcome to coffee. Welcome to Coffee and Art today. I'm Kathy. I am your host. I'm your cruise director here. Um, I am an artist, and every day I come on here and I draw for sometimes an hour and a half, but I've been calling it since I started doing this a month ago. Let me just really quick check my volume. All right, so it sounds like my mic is working. Yay. Um, Since I started doing lives about a month ago, like every day, twice a day lives, um, it's like a new era for me here. Um, I I have to catch my breath. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Since I started doing lives, okay, we're back. I've been calling them 60-minute art for my 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time live, and I feel like I want to change the name. I'm at a point where I'm definitely learning a lot of logistical things. Do we want to hear about this today? Do we want to get very like overtly, I don't know, meta, maybe? Is meta the right word for talking about my streaming? I am thrilled that I started this. I have learned so many things about myself and how I communicate, about how I deliver information, just like all these things. I feel like I need to put them into a talking head video. Anyway, anyway, yeah. So I'm super excited. I'm celebrating like a month, and this week is going to be my 5th week, but I'm going to be this week is slightly spotty because I have family in town and I'm going to be spending a lot of time with them. So I'm doing my lives today like regular. So I do one live at 10 a.m. Eastern, and then I do another one, a quiet live at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to do that today, but I I'm probably not going to be on, it's going to kind of be what's happening in my life, if whether or not I can do lives tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. I think I'll be able to. No, tomorrow's Tuesday. Today's Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I think I may be back on Thursday. I can definitely be back on Friday. So I wrote in the notes, the note in my post on my post tab. I wrote that I would be spotty and maybe not for sure tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday I'll be back to normal. So that is the scoop, and that's the deal. So I'm excited to be here. I'm very excited for the future of like what my scheduling is going to look like in the future for live streams, and how this is changing and really like turbo charging the content on my channel that I really want to create. So it's super, it's like a renaissance, but it's not, because it's like all new. It feels very new to me. Yeah, so I'm very excited about what I'm doing. And today I was gonna break out. I got like really, I didn't have anything planned yet today. Like most days I have planned. I have a project or an exercise planned, and we do that. And it's fun because lives are always really fun. Just because they're so unpredictable, you just don't know what's going to happen, and interesting things can happen. and interesting things can also come out of my mouth. So it's fun, and they're not edited, and it's fun. But this week, I did like a few days ago. I was excuse me, I'm yawning. Yeah, sometimes I yawn. Sometimes I yawn when I go live. I think it's like a nervous thing or something. I don't know. But I'm coffeeing. I'm coffeeing right here. So cheers. Um, so I had plans. I was gonna plan my first actual scheduled week of a theme topic, and then I realized that I really wasn't going to be around much. And I have done two lives a day for over a month now, and I've only until tomorrow, the next day, and the next day potentially, I've only missed like 3 lives. So I've been extremely consistent, and I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of myself, and the content's been good. So it's like it's not just consistency is not the only thing. You know what I mean? You want to be delivering good content, right? So I was going to do my first like actual schedule, like written schedule, and post it to my posts tab so everybody could see like what was coming up for the week or for the month, because I would like to do that. I would love to schedule per month, but the reality is like I just don't it's not like a part of my DNA to just like work that far in advance with these, and maybe I can get better at doing that in the future. But for now, I think maybe like once a week is my best bet for. I think that's good to shoot for me, like once every week, and then maybe I can have next week's topics ready the week before, that type of thing. So working on that, and I think that'll be good. But this I had put myself in the mental place where I was gonna create a schedule for this week, and then I realized that, like, realistically, and like we can hope all we want, right? That things are gonna that you're gonna be able to do whatever, and I'm excited to see my family. It has nothing to do with them, but it's in terms of just like realistically, like doing my 2 lives for the next couple days, few days potentially, is just not going to be really something that I can commit to. So that's why I wanted to tell you guys on my post tab. So definitely check the post tab for, excuse me, please check the post tab for any changes to my schedule. I usually do twice a day, every day, daily, daily, daily. So we have this stream, which I've always called 60-minute art since I started, and I really should change the name because, first of all, it's often longer than 60 minutes, so it's like not really apt, if you know what I'm saying. And then also, I always have my coffee with me. Cheers. And Lisa Page Pottery on Instagram is this adorable cup with these adorable little bubbly daisies on it. And when I first bought this, I bought this from her at a art market. And when I first got this, I'm sorry, I can't put it on the side because obvious reasons. But I loved it, and I did love it. I love it more now is my point. Let me cut to the chase. I love it more. I love it even more now because it makes me so happy. It's like it's actually a great size for me. I always think I need a bigger mug, and I have some mugs that are like 20 ounces and uh, 18 ounces, like big mugs. But I just love this mug. It just makes me smile every day. It's like my little signature now because I always have it on my stream. Hello. So Lisa Page Pottery is her name. She's really a nice person. I met her in person, and I really love my mug from her, and I would love to buy more. I'm gonna keep my eye out for her for future shows. So, okay, I totally got off track. So, what I was saying that was not coming out of my mouth because that can happen. That can happen sometimes, and especially now because this is my first coffee. I usually get up earlier. I usually get up at about like 8. Um, if I'm having a really good early morning and I'm well slept, then I'll get up at 7:30. And I do early morning things. I get dressed, I take my shower, I do work. I love to do a really good plan. Sometimes I'll plan the day before for my streams. Oh, speaking of which, today later on, I have a video that's dropping. Um, that was originally a stream, but I edited it into a video, and it's about topographical doodling, and I'm very excited about it. And there will be like downloadables available so you can follow along, and I'm super excited about it. It's a fun little doodle project that I came up with, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of the video. I think it's going to be like the first, not the first video that I've edited into a video, but it's it's like a real project, and it's a short video. It's only 15 minutes. It's like 1.5 hours edited down to 15 minutes. So it's very succinct, and there will be download. There will be downloadable. There will be downloadable, um, traceable, and there will be a little doodle cheat sheet as well that goes with it. So look out for that. Definitely hit that subscribe and the notification bell so you know when I'm going to drop that one. So for the time being, and it has been for the whole summer, I've posted one edited video a week on Mondays. But I started live streaming like hardcore, hardcore, uh, a month ago, well, a little over a month ago, twice a day. That's why I say hardcore. No other reason. And I have absolutely no plans to stop doing this because it is just a catalyst for some amazing things that you will be seeing at some point soon. So very excited about it. Just getting a piece of paper to put my hand on so I don't stick my hand in my flowers. I'm going to be doing lettering around these. So today okay, I didn't have a set plan. I wasn't sure what I was going to do because I only decided last night. Not decided. Well, yes, I only decided last night because I was sort of in denial. Not in denial, okay, but about my week. But I was being realistic and thinking, I don't want to like spring it on people, on you guys, that I am, I want to have some planning, right? Like just because I'm not a great, you know, like planner in advance planner, um, I need to plan a little bit in advance because I have you guys who I want to let you guys know, what you can expect this week. So that was when I decided to, put on my post tab that, I would not be doing lives. Most likely, there will not be um, a live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There may be one, but there won't be two per day. There may be one. There may be none. I haven't. It's all going to depend on how the day goes with my visiting family. So, and like what their plans are. I will need to move in accordance with plan my day in accordance with that, and they're not going to know what they're doing until that moment pretty much. So that's the scoop on that. But I'm thinking to do a lettering week where every day, like a hand lettering week, where every day we do an exercise together, like a lettering exercise that tackles a certain issue with lettering that people want to learn more about, or that people have obstacles about. So one of the days I think I will do how to take inspiration without copying. And then one of the days I think I might do, and let me know if you have any ideas on what you would like to see for that, because I'm here. I'm here to I'm here to serve. I'm here to um you know, I'm here to give you content that you're interested in, so that you want to watch, that's going to help you. So I was thinking of doing, hand lettering serifs, like how I do it. I have been doing hand lettering for many years. I professionally have been doing hand lettering for many years. My lettering is on products that you see in stores and has been on products, um, and I only say that, for like just to let you know that I have done a lot of professional work with my lettering, in commerce. So just so you know that it's like has been seen widely and, on products and things. So, but I also am not, um, I also, I consider myself an experimental and an expressive hand letterer. I don't do, you know, a lot of the more mainstream type of hand lettering. I mean, I do some of it, but it's not my bread and butter type of thing. That's not my lane. My lane is inventive hand lettering. Um, Let me show you a little bit real quick, because I have a book right here with some of, is it in this book? Okay. There's some B's and there's some C's. So there's some D's. Yeah. So I just wanted to give you a sense. There's some E's. So I just wanted to give you a sense of what I like to do. And also, I mean, if you were to look at any of the stuff that I do, like, you can see a lot of my lettering is very like it's very experimental and, you know, oh, upside down, upside down. So yes, so that's my style of lettering. Let me know if you would like a lettering week. I would love to put that together for you. I have so much great, helpful content in that arena that I would love to share. I'm going to actually letter my flowers too. So just want to make sure I letter the right flowers. So I started with the yellow one. This is called the Topaz Jewel. So where are we going to put that? So yeah, so I thought it would be really fun to do that. And I'm actually working on content for a book and a class right now on how to how to use your day, not your day, how to use your day, how to use your everyday life to inspire your lettering practice and to help you to really develop your own vibe, your own style, because I love teaching, but I like to teach others like how to think creatively. So you can create your own, it's kind of like teach a man to fish type of thing, and they'll always have food. You know what I mean? It's like it's nice to let's do topaz here. It's super great to just be able to have, you know, somebody to show you different ways to think about things, and then you can take it or leave it. You know what I mean? Like you can inject it into the way that you do work and try it, and then you take what works for you, and then and then leave what doesn't, instead of, this is how to do XYZ. It's like, okay, here's how I do this. And then when you're doing this, think about this, and this, like from like getting inspiration from within. And like getting inspiration as a direct uh as it like bounces off your own internal um questions. You know what I mean? So it's way more like a mental kind of, it's a mental exercise, but it's also like it's like philosophical art stuff. But it's um it's really very um stays with you. You know what I mean? Like this kind of thinking about how to, where you get inspiration from and stuff will take you very, very far. It will take you everywhere. You know what I mean? And it will also help you to understand that like other just philosophical things, like making ugly stuff is great because it means you're working. You know what I mean? And it means that you're growing and you're, experimenting. And really that's so hugely important to a practice and to like a life as an artist. So anyway, I'm just rambling right now, but let me know what you would think if you would like to do a lettering week. I mean, obviously, I could do many lettering weeks. We could just have a lettering all the time. I do, but I feel like I letter every day here in all of my streams, but in some capacity most of the time. But it would be nice to just focus on that and a little bit. I really like to inject lettering into my artwork a lot, into my, you know, into decorative art or all kinds of stuff. If you look at some of my recent shorts, because I just did a whole bunch of them last night, I have to do that more because that is really how people have been finding my channel. So I'm still finding my footing with doing two lives a day. I love to do them, and the content that's coming out of them is fantastic. Like it's just opening up so many ideas for future projects, and also just making great content on its own. So I mean, those I will definitely. I have a bunch that I'm going to be editing into standalone edited videos as well. So that's great. It's just in so many ways it's great. And it's also just like teaching me stuff. Like it's getting me to be better at doing certain things, and it's also just great to have that. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Structure, stability, structure. I don't know. Cheers. Um, rigidity, I guess. I work well in that mode, and it's really not. Which one are you? You are. I'm just finding out. I'm looking at the picture here. Okay. You are a Schneeswerg. Schneeswerg. Where are we going to draw you? We're going to draw you right here. Wait till you see this word. Oh my gosh. This is a great one. S. Maybe it's German? I don't know. I don't know if it's German. It may be. And if it's not, I'm going to eat my words. That is a crazy looking S, but that is an S. C. C. That is a crazy looking C. So here's a good little lesson. Well, first of all, you don't want to do a C like that because now that looks like an E. But I will say that if you do a letter, let's try and make it look like a C. No, not really. It doesn't look like a C. What's important is where you put where you make the thicker part of your letter sometimes is very impactful in like how they read. This does not look like a word I know. That's okay. That's all right. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Schnees work. We're fine if it doesn't, because this is in my sketchbook. It just lives in my sketchbook. It's okay. See, what did I just say about making ugly art? Not that this is ugly, because it's not, but yeah, not super readable, right? Schnees work. W. Let's do a little Sarah. W. See, I cannot help but flourish these letters. And then when I do, I'm getting a big brushful. Schnees work. I love a little R that has a little wing like that. All right, last letter of this word, and I am in a very strange position here. Okay, that works. Maybe we'll fill in later with a little bit more data points, details, whatever. Okay, we have the topaz jewel. We have the schnees work. Let's do like something wacky here. Let's do like a Z like that. Okay. See what I mean by like it's fun to see lives because some strange things happen on lives. Like you make C's that look like E's. You make an S that is, I need to stop touching my, I need to stop touching my S. And I really like to do little flourishes like this. And pretty soon it's not even going to look like an H, but that's okay. We're letting that go. We're letting it go. Okay. Now this one is called Therese Bounet, I believe. So let's do this one. Oh my gosh, you know what I want to do? I want to echo the right angle stuff going on here somewhere. Don't really have the space to do it here. So maybe I'll do it here. This one is called Hansa. So how am I going to do this? Okay, let's do this. Let's get wild. I'm going to do this one first because I think it's important to get it in there. I need to give you a little more light. I think if I can. If I can, I will. I have a Canva lamp, which is what holds my phone. And I've had this thing for a very long time, and I love it. I think it has proven to be. I've had several phone holders in my life, obviously. I mean, if I've been doing videos a long time, I have a bunch of them. This one is exceptionally good. It is easy to move around your house. You do not need the base. They sell it with a big heavy base. You do not need the base, and I find it easier without the base because I use clamps, and you can just have clamps in different rooms and bring your Canva lamp around with you around your house if you want to, which is what I do, because it's actually really useful when you just want hands free and you need to use your phone. So anywhere where you do that, it's nice to have a little clamp already set up for you so you can just move it around to different rooms. That's what I do. I do have an issue with it, which is this is called a Hansa. My issue, and it's not like obviously I can still use it, but I didn't know when I did this. I should have just contacted them. They are a great company. They've been very great. I'm not an affiliate or anything, at least not yet. I totally would be. Um, I totally would be because I totally believe in the product. It's the best, and I will get another one. I will totally get another one when I need one. But I've been thinking about doing it lately because about a year ago, maybe, or maybe it was 6 months ago, in between 6 months and a year ago. Okay, do I need to talk particular time frame? No. It was semi recently. Let's just say it was semi recently. Um, there's a light ring in the lamp. Okay. And mine stopped working a long time ago. And I didn't contact them to say, hey guys, what can I do about this? Instead, because I just wanted to use my lamp, I decided I would just, even though I have other phone holders, I still use this one. So, like, this was like still my default primary one that I would use. I'm like, all right, well, I'm sick of this wire getting in the way of my life, so I'm just going to cut it. So that's what I did. So I basically made it so you can't. I don't think you could fix this one now because I cut the wire. I mean, you would have to probably do some major surgery on it to get it to work with a light now because I, you know, destroyed the light situation. Although who knows? Maybe I should still ask them if I could just if there would be a way to fix it. But I then found out more recently that there is a way to do that to change the light because my light died and I just was sick of having the wire because the wire is very much a pain in the butt to drag around with a lamp if it doesn't work. It's like why bother? So I think there's a way to that they can fix it or that you can fix it and you can buy the parts from them or something. I don't know how it's done and I don't know if it's on their website like how to do this, but it should be. Hopefully it will be at some point. But yeah, so I basically killed the light uh, potential anymore to have a lamp. So that's why it's a little dark when you're because I have a huge ring light ahead of me and then I have a bunch of table lights too. So I have light, but there's like pockets of shadow here that would probably be better lit and will be when I remedy this situation with my lamp, because I imagine I will probably get it fixed or get a new lamp or whatever, both at some point. Um, but if I get a new one, then I would just take the one that I'm using now and I would just put it in another room where I just would use it as a phone holder and I wouldn't need to use it for video making. But the light is actually quite helpful. But I was kind of shocked at how well it works as just a phone holder, even if you beat the crap out of it, because I have beat the crap out of my Canva lamp, phone holder lamp, and it is so solid. Like, it is shockingly solid and well constructed because this thing is still kicking. And I mean, I knock this thing around quite a bit. Let's see. Hansa. I'm just figuring out which flower is what here. We have Hansa, Topaz Jewel. Is that one? That one is Schnee's work. And then we have Therese Bounet. Okay, so let's do Therese Bounet here. Okay, this is for my hand. This gives me, you know, do I need to say more? I'm a lefty. Lefty life comes up a lot for me in my streams. Just letting you know, because it affects how I do things here. See how I'm finishing with left, top left? That's so I don't drag ink all over the page, pretty much. Although I did work in weird order today. I did that. No, I did that, and that. And now I'm doing that. So I mix it up. But I always got to stay sort of on top of that, you know? I'm going to just do a B down here, start my B. This is going to be Therese Bounet. I don't know if it's silent. I'm imagining it is because I believe it's a French name, so. But I've been wrong plenty of times. Maybe it's not French. Maybe it's something else. Let's see. I'm going to put this T in here. See, these brush pens that are absolutely I'm in love with all the time. But they really do, they're very little moody. They're moody because I'll tell you why. If I can get the thought out of my mouth right now as I'm drawing. It matters what direction you're pulling or pushing your tip from. So it's very much, it's like a little dance that you do with it. And, you know, it's not going to bend to your will. Okay. So you kind of have to like learn the dance that it will do. And then you have to like learn your footwork with it. And I love these because you can be super expressive. You can get a really expressive and experimental and exciting line with them. But they're also very much your look and feel. You know what I mean? So they accomplish a lot in terms of um, that. Like your work's not going to look like another person's work with these, you know, in my opinion. I mean, if you're doing this type of stuff, it's like, you know, there's classes you can take, you know, do your A's and B's and C's and all this and upper and lower and lines, and that's great. But if you're doing like experimental work, expressive experimental lettering, hand lettering, that doesn't, you know, that doesn't like follow those guidelines um, in the same way, then you definitely will get your own, you know, look and feel. But it's also like always going to be expressive and like wild, you know? So they're very fun. And they can also be very frustrating, but like not not in a way that's like that doesn't have a payoff at the end because you will be hopefully you will be glad that you took on the challenge. And also, if you just look at what the I just did on that E and how it looked fine and then now it looks kind of wonk. Um, it's nice to know when to say when and to not add more, right? But I'm happy to take one on the chin for the cause to share that information and to have, you know, an E that could have been a different E to share that information with you. I'm sorry my hand's in the way. I'm sure you can't see what I'm doing here. There we go. So, but see, when you do something like that, now I'm like, oh, well, what can I do? How can I add flourish? Let's distract from the problem. It's not a problem. There's magic in mistakes. There's magic in mistakes. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, I have to finish this word. This word is Therese, and that is her name, and she has accents. So an accent there. And now let's finish it. I'm going to try to make it so you can see it a little better because when I'm doing that, you really can't see, right? You can't see so well what I'm doing. But I got to tell you too, I strive to make my streams so you can see what's going on. I'm a lefty, so that is challenging. I only mention that because it does affect. I'm not complaining. I love being a lefty. Um, but it does affect, you know, whether you're coming in this way or coming in this way. If I'm coming in this way and I'm a righty, you can see what's going on there, right? That's not going to cause major malfunctions. If I'm this way and I don't have things like really like this where I can't, if I do stuff like this, if I have my camera tilted and all that, I have to continually, and sometimes I do, readjust, which I think is probably a little bit jarring to watch sometimes. And sometimes it's worthwhile to wait it out and to see how things go. And then other times it's like, eh, you know, do I want to hang out while that gets adjusted? I'm not sure. It depends on your commitment to the stream, I guess. Okay, so here we are. And now we can just finish up with some flourishes because our page is like mostly done. I'm gonna just zoom a little bit up because I want to make sure that See, I didn't want to have to touch this, but I do want you to be able to see everything. So do that. There we go, I think. Oh, thank you, Maria. Is that Maria? Oh, Maya, Maya. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lena, thank you too. I really appreciate you. And Ed, go away. Just go away. Oh, thank you, Maya. Thank you so much. I would really appreciate that, and I will have more content like this. I already do, but I think I want to do like a lettering week and focus on things that um, focus on the things that you know, people that concern letterers, like people who are getting into lettering, like style, like how do you get inspiration without sacrificing your own style, and like how to take inspiration in your lettering and sort of like use it in a way to build up your style and not look like other artwork. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of it is like, I mean, I'm not going to go into it now, but you know, a lot of it is mental. So a lot of it is like how you think about things and then how you approach it. So lettering rocks. I follow this girl on TikTok who does it. I'd love if you teach us how to like write our names in a cool way. Yes, absolutely. I totally actually I'm thinking about doing like I'm thinking like maybe next week to okay, let me back up. So I have on my posts tab in my channel, I am putting live stream updates. I stream twice a day, once at 10 and once at 12:30. I do a quiet stream. So um so that's where I put updates. And I was gonna this week start doing like schedule like calendar. This is what I'm doing this week. But this week is for the first time since I've been doing live streams twice a day. This is a really wacky week for me because I have family in and I'm not going to be able to commit to my usual 2 streams a day for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm doing 2 today, and then I'm going to resume my schedule on Friday. So I guess all this is to say, excuse my long windedness, all this is to say that I will be providing calendar of like topics for my streams. So you can then look at it and be like, "Oh, I want to watch that one. I can miss that one." Not that you want to miss any. I hope you don't want to miss any, but you know what I'm saying. Whatever is appealing to you. If it's appealing to you, you can make sure that you're going to watch it. You know, watch the replay or watch it live or whatever you like, but it'll be there for you and you'll be able to you know, have a have it written somewhere so you know what's going to be there. And I'm starting to think because I'm working on some other lettering projects too, and I love lettering. Like I've been doing it for a very long time, and you know, it's been like an ongoing theme in my art for forever, 15, 20, probably 20 years now. Anyway, and I've done a lot of it. I've done a lot of commercial work. I've done products with my lettering, you know, products for manufacturers. I've done my own products. I have my Etsy store is full of my lettering. It's all like I do t-shirts and stickers and everything. It's Kathy Weller Art, kathywellerart.etsy.com. I'll put all the link in the description, everything. But you can find it in my YouTube if you want to just see my other lettering. So I consider my lettering to be um, expressive and experimental style. Um, and not it's not like it's different than a lot of other lettering that you see. So for a long time, I've sort of wrestled with how I want to approach teaching it. And I'm really excited to be starting to work on some like lettering classes and projects, and I am ready to teach it. So thank you. All this to say, thank you for being here, and thank you for your appreciation of what I do. And there will be lettering content coming up for you. So I'm yes. Oh, and if you want to see more of my lettering, I do a lot of lettering in my streams. I've been doing a lot. Like it's often. I shouldn't say always. It's often in my illustrations. It's there. Oh, I didn't put a leaf down here. Should we put a leaf down here? I'll give your Etsy a look. Thank you. My mom runs an Etsy, and I can see how much work goes into that. Yeah, yeah, a lot of work. Been on Etsy for a lot of years and a lot of ups and downs, but um I did a video like in 2000, I think it was 2017, why I left Spotify for my Etsy. Spotify. I'm so sorry. Shopify, not Spotify. What am I talking about? Why I closed my Spotify and kept my my Shopify and kept my Etsy store. Anyway, so Etsy's up and down. It's got its Etsy as a company. I mean, I love Etsy, but it does have its problems, which I won't go into here. But yeah, I still have my Etsy store. My Etsy store is my main store. I have another couple stores on Etsy too. I have a couple download stores that they're all in my profile here on YouTube. So you can check those out if you would like. One of them is printable greeting cards, and one of them is coloring products for mental and physical health support. That one's called the Brave Rave .etsy.com, and then there's also the greeting card printables is called Weller Wishes Shop.etsy.com. So a bunch of greeting cards there. I do greeting cards for manufacturers, like publishing sometimes. So yeah. So I have a lot of cards on there that I liked, but maybe didn't make it into a line. To somebody else's line, but I thought it was worthwhile. So that's where I like to offer. That's where I like to offer those cards where I'm like, really? This is so cute. And I know that there's a person out there or more who appreciate this, who would like this, who this would speak to. So, okay. I think I'm going to hang this up for today. And I'm going to be back at 12:30 p.m. for my quiet art live. And all the huge YouTubers post about how Shopify is the best thing ever. I didn't know it was. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Maya, Shopify's great. Shopify's great. Shopify's great. I'm not knocking Shopify. It's all my own bandwidth. It's all like what I could handle doing. And I wasn't gonna stop my Etsy store. So something had to go. Shopify's awesome. I love Shopify. Yeah, I would not, I certainly would not do Shopify's. I have no problem with Shopify. I do print on demand, and I was doing, and I still do, have several. I have my own stuff that I ship from my own studio, but I also use print on demand. It's complicated. There's a lot of logistical things about running a Shopify store, and if you're doing like, it's great if that's your store, but it's a little harder when you have other stores too. So it was strictly like Kathy can't handle doing doing like so many stores at one time. So that was why I left Shopify. It had nothing to do with Shopify not being great. All right, Maya, awesome to talk to you. um, have a great day. And anybody else who sees this stream, hey, and I will be back at 12:30. And Maya, I will be back at 12:30 too. To 12:30 Eastern, and I will be doing a quiet stream then. So I hope to see you then. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Bye.